Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol HMNY. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like a few weeks worth of time, it's actually just the past couple of days broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to do this time frame. I think does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. This one will probably mean a little bit more to those of you that watched the video yesterday, and it's also got a lot of perspective that goes into it. Meaning, it depending on what your strategy was, case in point, if you were a day trader and you bought right there, or maybe you bought right there and you're hoping to sell relatively quickly today, then yeah, from that perspective, the chart's not looking so good, well, because the price actually pulled back. But if you care about things from more of a broader point of view, which is what I talked about in yesterday's video, then yeah, sure, the price, especially after this first 30 minutes where the price really, fell apart, actually did recover nicely. And within the grand scheme of things, everything is still in play. What do I mean by still in play? Well, that's where this green line comes into play and valued at $2.35. As I talked about in yesterday's video, this is a very important level because let's say the price does what it just did today, meaning it comes down here, flirts around with this area. I mean, all sorts of history right here with it flirting around. So it comes down here, does that once again, and then starts to work its way back upwards. From the grand scheme of things perspective, what would you have? Well, you'd have a set of lows right here. You'd have these lows down there. If you picture these as stair steps, then you have overall stair steps still making progress in the upwards direction. Again, I realize that if you're a day trader and you bought at one of these locations and wanted to sell very quickly, then yeah, you don't really care about what I'm talking about. So these are definitely comments geared towards those that have more of a broader time horizon on things. So from that perspective, my point is that yes, that first 30 minutes and as a whole, yeah, the price pulled back today, but the overall chart is still in play because it still has an opportunity to build that higher stair step. And again, what is that higher stair step being quantified as? That $2.35 mark. Now you got to give credit to the bulls here. Very nice final 30 minutes. Nice green candle was indeed formed. In fact, it got up above that purple line there, which is a good sign that the bulls were able to show some signs of strength. If this upwards move does continue, then we'll add in a level of resistance here to keep an eye on. So real quick, red for resistance. And it's looking like going back from a few days, the key level is going to be right up there around the $2.50 mark. So $2.50, I would say, is definitely within striking distance tomorrow, especially after the nice recovery from the pullback during the opening 30 minutes. So we'll see how tomorrow all unfolds. But again, grand scheme of things perspective, the chart is still in play.
One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.